Oh, I'm so hungry.
I'm gonna be honest. I gotta spew. Can I spew? Pardon me if during the spew fest you hear loud crashes and a house being torn apart. I decided to record this during a thunderstorm of all times. I know it's not really a thing anymore, talking over gameplay and all that, but it's kind of all I know how to do. So indulge me for a second. Unless you've already clicked off, then fuck. The amoebas in my brain make it really hard to make stuff like this, because I keep trying to battle with myself to justify it. It's like, oh, I want to make it, but who cares? I just wanted to make a thing where I talk and try to make it entertaining, because sometimes I just don't have a fucking idea. Well, if you look at the history, you'll see I really don't have any ideas. So pretty much my whole life, I've had these little critters running around in my brain that kind of make me too afraid to do things like, I don't know, go to the store. And lately, ever since like 2020, their little tiny grippers have been less and less effective at holding me back. Every year has been kind of like a cool progression of my goals, which didn't really happen before pre-lockdown when I really had time to think. I mean, there's a lot of good things and bad things that have come with it. For instance, I got stabbed with the inky needle over and over again because I'm a fucking nerd that has to get game logos put on their arm. Or I was able to go in debt to get an actual car that can drive to the next town over and not fucking catch on fire. But there's also been some bad things, like rushing into a new house and my roof doing a funny maneuver of not fucking keeping water out. The most recent development, which I kind of guess is the point of me making this video, it's a pretty big milestone for me. For the last 6 years, I've been working at this friendly and local supermarket that totally just did not give a fuck about me. I put a lot of myself into my job and a lot of my time and focus, and obviously that's what you're gonna do with the job, but this was getting a little too unhealthy. I was kind of treating it like a career by accident, if that makes sense. I just wanted to make my bosses happy and show I was a good worker, not a slacker, but that ended up consuming my life. Not to make it sound like a biography or anything. I know I haven't done shit with my life. I've worked at a supermarket for 6 years. I'm not trying to say I'm an important person or anything. I was basically putting all of my inspiration, my energy, my life into a void, and I got nothing back for it. Obviously I got paid, but that was 6 years that didn't really pay off. I mean, I knew from the get-go that this isn't what I wanted to do, but I treated it like I was going to be there forever, and it's kind of what ended up happening. I definitely put a lot of my youth, even though I'm not that old, I can't touch my toes without screaming, my knees make a funny click, and I have this twitch in my eye that won't go away because of all the bullshit I had to deal with. But this isn't woe is me. This is just how it feels from my perspective. And I can't say that the work I put in didn't take me anywhere. There were good managers that see that I was really trying to put in an effort to help get things done. I've moved up through the years, and this last position just really broke me. I was able to move into a leadership role, which I thought I'd never do. Being on the forefront of angry customers constantly and dealing with angry workers just isn't a good mix for me with my current amoeba situation. But stupid me went for it, and it was actually kind of a good time until I realized all the changes and all the ideas I tried to implement didn't matter a single bit, and I was basically just hall monitor for the department. That probably sounds like a dream job for some people, get paid quite a bit and not to do anything, but it was honestly mind-numbing, and the whole 6 years were mind-numbing. To not get too far from the topic, I was able to finally make my progression for this year, and I quit. I finally quit that job that caused me so much mental stress and kind of like a lot of self-doubt and loathing. It just feels like a waste of time, I don't care about the money, and this place makes me miserable. There were many times where I would pull up and just sit in my car and really struggle with walking in because I just knew that I wasn't going to be valued, or no one's going to have my back. It's going to be me against the world, and that's just how it's going to be. This is the corner I put myself in with my people pleasing. It sounds kind of lame now, but there was one time where I was just so wore down and done that instead of walking in, I sat in my car. I'm like, oh, I can't do it. And I Google searched Like, I can't remember. It was like how to quit your job without a backup plan. It sounds like the lamest shit in the world, but I was so scared to quit my job, you know? It's my main source of income. And it's terrifying. And I remember reading this one article, and it's like, when you quit without a backup plan, you really learn a lot about yourself. You're in the situation you've never been in, so you can really see how you'd react under pressure. And I'm here to tell you, I did not have like a eureka moment or anything. I quit probably like a week ago. I put in my 2 weeks. I did everything right, just in case if the worst were to happen, I could go back. Oh God, I really hope that doesn't happen. I did it right. I thought maybe I'd get my motivation back, all the energy and stuff I put into it, but that just didn't happen. What I have been doing is playing the Rip Your Ass in Half DLC for Crash Bandicoot, when I should be playing Atomic Heart, a fucking game I've waited probably 5+ years for. So I'm a little fucked up right now. I'm not as driven and ready to take on the world as I thought I was. But I think that just shows how in a rut I've been, just doing the same thing over and over again and not getting any, I don't even know what to call it, my brain hurts, like brain food, I guess, is something that makes my brain happy at the end of the day. And if you relate to this position, then I gotta say, even though I don't have like my inspiration or my energy back that I put into the place, getting out of there is a really good first step. Just having everyone be against you every day, not having that has been amazing. Like I said, there wasn't like a great relief after I left. There wasn't a big goodbye. Like nothing that felt like a climactic moment. It's just life goes on. And I guess it's important to see quitting as just a first step. I mean, this definitely isn't the end. And I know the next place I go to, I'm not gonna let them just use me. I want to be a part of it, and I want to feel like I belong. I didn't think that was super important to me going into it, but now I know like money isn't everything, and when I put something into it, I need to get something back, or else my brain no happy. But to bring it back to the channel, I have a lot of old footage I need to get out. Stuff I've been wanting to make for a long time, but never had like the motivation or energy. Mainly after a hard day of getting fisted, I would just sit at my computer, stare at the footage, and go to bed. So hopefully, with this extra time, I can get some of the fun stuff out. Just a warning, a lot of it's really old. Now, I know a lot of smart people would probably just not post it, but much like this video, it's more of like a milestone in my life where these were really good moments and I really want to immortalize them. That way when I'm old and have like severe cataracts, I can at least listen to myself saying a funny swear word from like 20 years ago. That's all I really got. I think spewing actually did kind of help, honestly. Hopefully I can get back on track and stop playing Crash Bandicoot asshole bastard level. Why did we make this? Fuck your life. Why? Okay, I've been really into like completing games lately. Getting the gems is one thing. That could be fun. This game has bit me over and fucked me in ways I didn't think was possible. But like the time trials? Fuck the time trials. Oh my god. It's been the worst thing so far. Oh, it makes me sick. I don't know why I'm so bad at that game. Maybe I should take a break and actually play a game I waited 5 years for, or something like that. To end it off, I'm gonna try and get more stuff out now that I have some extra time. Don't expect like a regular schedule. I'm still really bad about getting stuff done because of my amiibos. Just being scared of making stuff. Because what's the point? But also, what's the point of like not posting, you know? But anyway, if you made it this far, thank you for listening. I hope it was kind of entertaining and not just monotone rambling. And hopefully I'll see you in the next one. Bye? Bye! I don't fucking know.